So the meeting ended well. Everyone nodded. Someone said, "Great discussion." Someone else said, "Let's circle back next week." The recap went out by the end of the day. Accurate, tidy, professional, and then someone tried to act on it. That is when closure lag shows up. Not during the meeting, after it, when the team discovers the decision was never actually made. And that's the frustrating part. The meeting can feel complete from inside the room. The conversation can be thoughtful, the tone can be good, the recap can be clean, and still the decision can be open. Because a recap captures what was discussed. It does not close what the room avoided. And that distinction matters. A lot of teams rely on the recap as proof that something was decided, but the recap may only preserve the conversation. It may say what came up. It may list the options. It may summarize the next steps. But it cannot create the decision nobody owned. It cannot name the trade-off the room stepped around. It cannot give authority to someone who did not have it. That is where the empty chair shows up. Not literally, but structurally. There is a seat missing at the decision table. The person who owns the call. The person who can hold the trade-off. The person who can say, this is what we're choosing, and this is what we're giving up. When the chair is empty, the meeting can still sound useful. People can discuss both sides. Do we ship this incomplete or delay the launch? Do we hire the role or redistribute the work? Do we protect quality or protect the timeline? Do we keep the customer happy or protect the team from another exception? The room talks through the options. People understand the tension. Then someone floats the uncomfortable choice. The room goes quiet for a second. Someone redirects to a safer angle, and the conversation moves on. And the recap never mentions that the uncomfortable option existed. Now the team leaves with notes, but not a decision. That is why the follow-up meeting gets scheduled. People say they need to align on something that was already supposedly agreed, but they're not really aligning. They're trying to recover the decision that never closed. Someone says, "So we're shipping on time, right?" Someone else says, "But we still need to address the quality issue." Different wording, same unresolved trade-off. And now the team is no longer solving the original issue. They are negotiating memory. What did we agree to? What did we mean? Who was supposed to own it? Was that final? Were we just discussing? That backtracking changes the tone. People start defending what they thought was decided. They slow down. They check back. They hesitate in the handoff. They act cautiously because they don't know what takes priority now. That is usually where closure lag surfaces first. Not always in open conflict, often in the first handoff. The work technically starts, but the next person pauses. They interpret. They check back. They ask one more clarifying question. It looks like caution, but often it is the first sign that the decision never became usable. So what do? You don't need a big framework. You don't need to make every meeting heavier. Just add a short closure check before the room clears. Start with 2 questions. Who owns the decision, and what are we trading away to make it? Those 2 questions do a lot of work. Who owns this decision? Not who owns the recap, not who books the follow-up, not who took the best notes, and who owns the call when the decision meets pressure? Who can make the next trade-off without bringing the whole room back? Because ownership is not complete if every hard choice still needs fresh permission. Then ask, what are we trading away to make it? Because every real decision costs something. A timeline slips. A project waits. A team loses resources. A customer request gets a no. An old priority stops getting protected. If nobody names that trade-off, the decision still has an escape hatch. It can quietly turn back into discussion the moment the cost becomes visible. There's one more quick test that I like to use. Ask 2 people what changes tomorrow. If their answers differ, the meeting didn't produce a decision. It produced the same notes and 2 different jobs. That 30-second check can save a week of polite confusion, because a good conversation and a closed decision can look almost identical from inside the room. The difference only shows up after people leave and try to move. So before your next meeting wraps, pause for a second, not to add more process, just to make the decision practical. Who owns it? What are we trading away? What changes tomorrow? And can the owner hold the next trade-off without calling the whole room back? Because if your team keeps scheduling follow-ups to align on things that were already agreed, the problem probably isn't the recap. The decision never actually closed. And an unclosed decision does not wait. It turns into side conversations, hedging, quiet exceptions, and slower execution. That's exactly the kind of pattern the Hidden Drag diagnostic is built to surface. It helps you see where decisions, ownership, alignment, structure, and unresolved trade-offs are creating drag behind stuck priorities. It takes about 7 to 10 minutes, and you'll find the link in the description. And if your leadership team keeps leaving good meetings with decisions that still don't hold, connect with me. I help founder-led teams find the hidden drag and close the decisions the room keeps stepping around. If this was useful, be sure to subscribe for more practical thinking on decision velocity, hidden drag, and how founder-led teams get unstuck. And be sure to share it with someone whose meetings end well but still seem to come back later. And follow along for more. My name is Warren Winowski. Thanks for watching.